M manage MBA 402 मॅनेजमेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम मधला फर्स्ट टॉपिक जो आहे इंट्रोडक्शन टू इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम हा पार्ट आपण पाहणार आहोत. तर याच्यामध्ये आपण इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम मीन्स म्हणजे काय ते आपण अभ्यासणार आहोत. तर इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम ह्या टॉपिक फर्स्ट चॅप्टर आहे इंट्रोडक्शन टू इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम. त्याचे मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहे अंडरस्टँडिंग इन्फॉर्मेशन अँड इट्स डेफिनेशन्स. सेकंड, एक्सप्लोरिंग द इव्होल्युशन्स ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम. थर्ड आहे नोईंग द ऍप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ IS इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम. IS मीन्स. फोर्थ ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहे अंडरस्टँड द रोल ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम इन बिझनेस. So first, what is information system? As the name suggests, information system comprised of two words, informations and system. Hence, to understand an information system, it is impressive to first individually understand these two words. A system is an arrangement that takes some input, performs certain process, and provides required output. It can be simply defined as a group of interacting elements working together for a common purpose of goal. On the other hand, information in its most restricted technical sense in a sequence of symbols that can be interpreted as a message. It can be taken as well as structured data that has a specific meaning. Information is often misinterpreted with data, and therefore it is instead to know the difference between data and informations. Data is a simple raw fact or observations. More specifically, data is objective measurements of the characteristics of interest, such as people, things, events, etc. It is merely considered as a raw material or a set of unrelated information that is not much of use until it is properly evaluated. The evaluations include aggregations, analysis, manipulations, and organizations of data so as to establish certain significant relations that converts data into informations, which can be used for different purposes. This is often termed as data processing or information processing. The information also often further needs to be organized and disseminated in a systematic fashion so as to convert it into another universal community known as knowledge. The knowledge represents data and or information that has been organized and processed to convey understanding, accumulated learning, experience, and expertise as applied to a current problem or activity. In the case of an organization's data that is processed to exact critical implications, reflects past experience and expertise so as to provide the recipient with organization knowledge that has a very high potential value. Data, informations, and knowledge can be both inputs and outputs to an information system. Set data about employees, their wage and time work are taken as inputs in order to produce the required sites outputs in the form of the organization's payrolls informations. The payroll information itself can further be used an input to another system that prepares a budget or advisor management on salary scales. Okay. The next point, data processing. Data processing means involves the process of converting data into information or knowledge. This processing involves certain deep-seated cognitive mechanism that have been evolved from primitive to super sophisticated scientific methods that often need the help of a computer. Information processing, on the other hand, it's the change or processing of information in any manner prescribable by any observer. More specifically, information processing may be defined as the conservation of inherent information into payable informations. Because the data are most useful than well presented and actual informative data processing system are often low as information system that accurate their participative. Nevertheless, both terms are often used interchangeable that perform similar conservations data processing system typically manipulate raw data into information spares information system in general take raw data as input to produce relevant information as output. Now, in the context of organizations, an information system can be defined technical as a set of interrelated compounds that collect, process, store, and distribute information. To support decisions making and control in an organizations, the informations may be about people, place, things, or events inside an organizations or in the environment around it. The use the information is mainly to make decisions, to keep track of the resource, and to plan for the future and help decisions makers and workers analyze the existing problems, visualize complex subjects, yeah, and thereby create new products. In simpler words, information system mainly process informations and data so that they become more useful for the information users. Information has certain attributes or characteristics that make it instantly. Old news is not news. Why information has to be managed? Uh, Information has been always available, but the need of its management is felt more nowadays. The reason that mainly contribute to the requirement of information management are: first one, ambulance. The amount of information available today in the era of internet is in ambulance and much more than it used to be in the past. Without an effective management of the informations, it is difficult to obtain informations that is accurate, relevant, or suitable. Internet brings with itself the concept of information's overloading, where information is provided with just a click of the mouse. In such a case, information needs to be managed to avoid oxide interference. For example, library information system is designed in order to manage the large amount of informations and data on the books. Similarly, accounting information system is intended to handle the large amount of financial information of any company. Second, competitive advantage. The level of competition is a lot higher today than it used to be in the past, especially when competitions has risen to the global level in order to compete successfully. In the global context, companies need information that help them to survive. For example, multinational companies needs information on the market around the world so that they can compete globally. Third, asset informations in a valuable asset or organizations. Informations can be traded and can be expensive. Information is essential to the services industry, and the service industry has become a very important part of the economy. For example, service industries such as banking, legal, insurance, and important parts of the economy of any country. For decision making tools, information's facilities in decisions making, it is very difficult to make correct decisions without good information management of data is necessary in order to have good information that is accurate, relevant, accurate, etc. Next point, flow of informations within organizations. In the context of business organizations, information can be broadly classified into two categories, internal and external. The internal information refers to the information generated from the operations of the organizations at various functional areas. This internal information needs to be processed and organized from lower to topmost management level. On the other hand, the external information is collected from the environment that is external to the organizations like government policies, survey report, etc. These types of informations within the organization's flows with various dimensions based on use, content, and descriptions. The dimensions of informations within an organizations will around three domains of information's flow, information's gradually, and information's descriptions. Second, information's flow means there are four directions in which the informations in an organization's flows: up, down, horizontal, and inward or outward. In order to consider these flows, there is a need to first briefly re-examine the structure of any organizations. A traditional organizations is normally viewed as a pyramid having four levels and many sides. From top to bottom, these levels are: first one, strategy management, that overall guides and directs the organization. Second, strategical managements, that the developments, the goals and strategies laid down by strategic management. Thus, operational managements, that is involved in the managements of the day-to-day operations and executions of the goals and strategies of the organization. Third, non-management employees who actually carry out daily activities such as order processing, developing and processing goods and service, and servicing customer. In the diagram, levels of management. First one, non-management, operational, tactical, and strategies. Next, information gratuity. Information gratuity relates to the level of the detail within the informations. The end of this scheme contains two course gratuity that consists of greatly summarize and abbreviates informations. At the other end is fine gratuity that relates to the informations that is more elaborated and in details. People belonging to the highest levels of the organizations deal with the information that has mainly course gradually say related to sales by years, whereas people in the lowest levels of the organizations deal with informations with fine gratuity, the actual product transactions, considering sales again. Non-management employees need information in great details that describes each transactions that accurate whether by crate or cash the person entity responsible for the sale, the person to whom that the sale was made, etc. So when information regarding the transactions impends at the lowest level of an organization's, it is then required to be considered by IT, means information system, to much process gradually during in upwards moments those the organizations the upwards flows of informations. Second point is information descriptions. Information description is another organization disseminations of informations is what is what the information represents and portray. Informations can be either internal, external, objective, subjective, or some combinations of the four. Internal information relate to the specific operational aspect of an organization. External information represent the environmental surrounding the organization. Objective information qualitatively describes something that is known, and subjective information attempts to interpret or state something that is unknown. Consider a bank that says decisions about the offered interest rates that bank needs to use internal information amounting to the number of customers. It has internal information related to the rate that banks are often objective information considering to the current prime interest rate, and finally the subjective information related to the expected prime interest rate in the future. The rate other banks are operating is not only external information, it sketches the surroundings or outside environment. But objective information, it is a qualifiably known information often has more than one aspect to it. As a generally rule, people in the lowest level of the organizations deal with internal and objective information, whereas people in the highest levels of the organization deal with all types of information. Next point, levels of information means levels of information. Data is a process to obtain information. Further, the same data may be processed in different ways to obtain different types of information. A fair amount of data is processed manual, particularly when the organization is small and the amount of data to be processed is small. The information required in an organization may be classified into the following categories. First one, strategic informations. This is the information need for long range planning, the directing the course the business should take. This type of information is less structured. Further, the volume of importance information in strategies planning is small and is difficult to obtain. Tactical information means these types of informations need to take short range decisions to run the business efficiently. Tactical information required specifically designed processing of data. Most of it is obtainable easily from day-to-day collections of routing data, unlike strategy informations. Operational information means these types of information is need for day-to-day operations of a business organization. Operational information is usually easy to obtain by straightforward clearly processing of data. Rather, the value of such information is much more than tactical information. Fourth, statistical information as and reports which are required by law to be sent to government authorities are normally clearly specified and required strength burden processing of data. Information system resource जे आहेत ते first one people, hardware, networks, data and software. Various resources are needed for an information system to achieve the desired goals. These resources are an internal part of any information system and can be broadly classified as follows. First one, people resource. All information system need requires people for its operations and users, and information system specialists are the two broad categories under this door. First, end users. End users means also known as users or clients, relate to the people who actually use either the information system or the information it produce. Accounts, sales persons, clerks, engineers, whether customers or managers, etc. Mainly fall in these categories. In fact, most of use are actually end users of information system. Second, information specialists are the people who develop, design and operate information system. They consist of system analysis programmers, computer operators and other technical and clerical information workforce. uh, Second part, hardware resource. All physical devices or materials used in processing the informations are including as the hardware resource of an information system. It includes not only equipment such as computers and other IT related equipments, but also all data media considering of tangible objects on which data is recorded and stored, from reams of printing papers to magnetic disks or other storage device. Broadly, it comprise of first one, computer system. Computer system consisting of a central processing unit, CPU, and it's a interconnected preheavily device. Example are desktop, microcomputer system, and large mainframe computer system. Computer peripherals are the external devices such as keyboards or mouse that are used for input of data and command. A video screen or printer for output or of informations, and magnetic or optical disc for storage of data resource. Third, information system resource, software resource. These resources includes all the sets of information processing instructions. This genetic concept of software includes programs and producers. Programs are a sequence of sets of operating instructions which direct and control computer hardware, whereas producing are the sets of information processing instructions needs by people. It is important to understand that software resource component exist even with the information system that does not use computers. Software resource are an integral part of all of them in the form of information processing instructions and processing in order to efficiently capture, process and program it, informations to their user. Some of the examples of software resource in information system are: first one, software system software consisting of an operating system program which not only controls and executes the operations of a computer system but also acts as an platform on which the application software resides. Second, application software are programs that are designed to perform or process information as required or directly by the end user. Sales analysis program, a payroll program, or word processing program are a few to name. And producer which are operating instruction for the people who will use on information system. Example are instructions for filling out a paper form or using a software package. Fourth, information system resource or data. Data is more than the raw input to any information system. Organizations realize the importance of data and the value associated to its proper management. The exit various forms of data, including traditional alphabetic data comprising of numbers, alphabets, and other special characteristics that are used for describing various business transactions and other entries. Text data includes sentence and paragraph using the alphanumeric characteristics, image data consisting of figures and shapes, video, audio data comprising of the human voice and other sounds, and the video data are also important forms of data. The data resource of information system can be broadly organized into first one, database. That database means that holds process that organize data, and knowledge base that relates to the that relates to the knowledge in the form of facts, descriptions, and case examples about effective business practices. Fifth, information network resource. This basically refers to the communications and media. This basically refers to the communications and media compounds of an information system. Many includes this as a part of hardware resource, but with the advantagements of network, it is better to have a separate category of this connected to all its vendors, employees, and customers is an essential compounds of the survival of any company. This mainly includes the types of network, connected network, access, etc. Historically, evaluations of information system. The business applications of information system have grown significantly over the years. The evaluations can be seen as a step up staircase from data processing to strategy information system. It can be briefly enumerated as follows. First one, 1950 to 1960. This dedicated mainly a data processing until the 1960s. The roles of most information system are simply considered of mainly transactions processing, accounting, record keeping, and other electronic data processing applications. Second, 1960 to 1970, this decade related mainly management reporting. It is also evident that the P specified information produced product by such information system were not clearly meeting most of the requirements of the managers, and hence another role was added the for information system that including the processing of all the data to generate whole information reports in order to help the managers in the decision making. Information system required a new role of providing managers with a provisional and critical support to their decision making process. Controversial at this phase, management information system came into existence. Third, 1970 to 1980, this ticket related mainly a decisions support. The previous information system were effective in the various activities of the companies. However, the manager felt the need of a special stable support factor that assisted them to deal with different management decisions. So the concept of decision support system came into being. 98 to 1990, this decade related mainly to strategic and end user support. In the 1980s, several new roles for information system appear soon. It became apparent that most of corporate executives did not directly use either the reports of information system or the analytical modeling or capabilities of decision support system. So the concept of executive information system or design this information system attempt to assistant stop executive to producer the critical informations they require at the specified time and tailor on the formats the papers further with the break without development in the area of artificial intelligence techniques. Various new applications were introduced in the market in the form of business information system. Commonly referred as a expert system were often used to serve as counselors to user by providing skills and guidance in limits subject area. This is a path to a new role for information system that was very related to the tactical goals of the firm, since it's also provided the manager with what is often referred as strategic information, and hence the notions of strategic information system was coined. 1990 to 2000. This ticket related mainly to electronic business and commerce. The one set of internet, extranet, and other interconnected global networks mushrooming in the 1990s dramatically transformed the capabilities of the information system used in business at the beginning of the 21st century. Internet-based the web enable enterprise the global electronic business, e-business, and commerce system became a commonplace in the operations and management of today's business enterprise. Such enterprise and global internet working has revolutionized end user enterprise and inter-organization computing, communications, and collaborations to support the business operations and management of successful global enterprise. These are not only effective but have developed as an internal part of any business system. Next point, changing business environment, convergence of information's technology with business operations have brought in various change in the traditional business environment. For powerfully worldwide change that have altered the business environment are the emergence and stepping of the global economic transformations of industrial economics and societies into knowledge and information-based service economics, transformations of the business enterprise, and finally the emergence of the digital form. Changing business environment. First point is emergence of the global economy. First, global economics mean the success of firms today and in the future depends on their ability to operate globally. Today, information system provided the necessary medium to firms in order conduct their operations on a global scale, controlling the widely distributed global corporations, communicating with distributors and suppliers, operating on a scale of 24 hours a day in different national environments, coordinating global work terms, etc., are among the few challenges faced by today's organizations that require powerful information system response. Emergency of industrial economics. Presently, most of the developed and developing countries have begun transported from industrial economics to knowledge and information-based service economics, in such as economic knowledge and your informations are A key ingredients in creating wealth. Information systems are needed to optimize flow of information and knowledge within the organization to help management maximum the firm's knowledge resource because employees productivity depends on the quality of the system serving them. Management decisions about information technology are critical informations to the firm prosperity and survival. Transformations of the business, there has been a transformations in the possibilities for organizing and managing the business enterprise. Some firms have begun to take advantage of these new possibilities. The new style of business forms is less hierarchical, destination flexible arrangements of generalities who rely on nearly assistant informations to deliver mass customized produce. The service uniquely suited to specific market or customers. For the emerging digital form, a digital forms is one where nearly all of organizations specific business relationship with customers, suppliers, and employees are digital enabled and mediated. In a digital form, and piece of information required to support key business decisions is available at any time and anywhere in the forms digital form sense and respond to their environments for more rapidly than traditional forms, giving them more flexibility to survive in turbulent times. Digital forms offer extraordinary opportunity for more global organizations and management. This change have made information has an information integrate for survival in the competitive environment. The next chapter focus on this aspect. In this chapter, my summary, in this chapter we study you have learned to the fundamentals of information system, the basic characteristics of information, the need and the requirements of managing informations in the business environment, and finally the birth of information system. This was followed by the evolutions of information system to the current stage and the challenge environment of business. In this chapter, main definition is data, information, knowledge, data processing, information processing, information graduating. This concept is main study. Second chapter is in this chapter main question asks what are the various characteristics of informations, what do you need to manage informations, what is an informations, discuss its various resource, what is the role of information system in today comparative business environment, explain why information system are so instilled in business today. Okay. The first chapter is completed, introduction to information system. Second chapter, classification of information system. Classification information system is an instructional system is a group of group integrated compounds that work to carry out input, processing, storage, output, and controlling actions in order to convert data into informations that can be used to support forecasting, planning, control, coordinations, decision making, and operational activities in an organizations. Every business organizations in this era needs an information system to keep track of all business activities, right from business planning till the product delivery via manufacturing and quality cycles. Today, organizations of all size and field cannot exist without an effective information system. The level of type, the level and type of information system need would refer according to the product and type of information that is required to be simulated. In this chapter, main objective is first one, identify and define various types of information system. Second objective, understand classifications of information system. Third, explain role of an information system in an organization. Fourth, explain various levels and types of information system. And fifth, understand enterprise system and collaboration system. First one, role of an information system is an organization. Study information system have become an integral part of any organizations and managers cannot ignore them. This executive use of information system has given birth to a new digital connecting organizations have less space for the hierarchy and organizational levels. Such organizations are often termed and flatter organizations. Flatter organizations have fewer levels of management and generate authority at lower level employees in decisions making. These employees stand and aided with information system are empowered to make more decisions than in the past. They are no longer work standard. Uh, the meditated factors, first one, environment, culture, organizational structure, business process, politics and management decisions. Organization, information, technology, two-way relationship between organizations and information technology. 9 to 5 hours to necessary work in an office instead may be scattered geographical, sometimes working half a world away from the manager. This change reflect the widening of the management span of control, allow high level managers to manage and control more workers spread over general decision distance. Internal organizational system are emerging that use links to connect a company to its customers, distributors or suppliers in order to automate the flows of informations across organizations boundaries. These systems are mainly based on web technology and provided greater share of knowledge, resource, and business process than in the past. Firms using this system jointly work with suppliers and other business partners in areas such as product design and development, scheduling and flow of work in manufacturing, procurement, distributions, etc. Information system at almost all the levels of the organizations are an integral part of such collaborations and content coordination that can lead to high levels to efficiency, value to customers and untimely significant competitive advantage. Next point, impact of information system on organizations. Information system has slowly as internal, online, and interactive tools that is deeply drawn in the minute to minute. Operations and decisions making for large organizations over the last decade, information system over the last decade, information system have fundamentally altered the economics of organizations and generally increased the possibilities for organizing work. First one, impact of of information system on organizations' economic impacts. The use of information is often seen to not only affect the cost and qualities of informations, but it also change the economics of informations. Information system helps the companies to reduce contract in size as used to use of technology helps in reductions of transactions cost. The cost incurring when a firm buys on the marketplace, what it cannot make it slim. The transaction cost theory clearly states that the firms and individual are seen to economics their transaction cost along with their production cost. Second, organization and behavioral impacts. Behavioral research have cited that information system expects plating of management's heritage present in any forms that broadening the distributions of informations to empower lower level employees and thereby enhance management efficiency. Information system purchase the rights, in decisions making to lower levels of hierarchy in the organizations as employees present at these levels are in the positions of the right informations required to make decisions without supervisions, further using the aid of these tools and system managers acquires much more accurate information on time, thereby facilitating in much faster and prevalent more efficient decisions. Many companies have in place the option and middle manager as a result of this change. Uh, Next, levels of information system. Levels of information system means there exist different internet specialties and levels in an organization, and it is difficult for a single system to provide all the informations or organizations need. This has given rise to different kinds of system. Figure insurance one way to describe the kinds of system found in an organizations. In these instructions, the organizations is divided into strategy, management, knowledge, and obtain levels, and then it's further divided into functional areas such as sales and marketing, manufacturing, finance, accounting, and human resource. Systems are built to serve these different organization interests. Information system, first one of operational support system, and second management support system. Operational support system मध्ये first येतं transaction processing system, second process control system, third enterprise collaboration system. Management support system, first management information system, second decision support system, and third executive information system. फर्स्ट स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपण हे लुक करूया. इन्फॉर्मेशन लेवल इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीम मधला फर्स्ट पार्ट जो आहे ऑपरेशनल सपोर्ट सिस्टीम. ऑपरेशन लेवल सिस्टीम at this level information system aid the operational manager to keep track of the elementary activities of the organization, such as transactions in sales, skip, cash, deposit, payrolls, credit decisions, and the flow of raw materials in a factory. The prime purpose of system at this level in to track to flow of information among these transactions, though the organizations and answer questions such as how many parts are inventory, what were the daily sales, how many employees are working, or various projects, etc. Second, knowledge level system. At this level, information system, the organizations knowledge and data workers The purpose of knowledge level system is to help the organizations in integrating new knowledge into the business based on collecting flow of information both within and outside the company. Knowledge level system, especially in the form of workstations and office system, are among the fastest growing applications in business today. The principal questions addressing by such system is, are things working well? Next point, management level system. Management level system means information system at this level typically aims at providing periodic reports rather than instant informations on operations. Management level system survey the administration, monitoring, controlling, decisions making, and other related activities of managers. For instance, in regulations control system that reports on the total moving house hunting and home financing cost for employees in all companies divisions. Nothing whereas actual cost exceed budget. Fourth, strategic level system. At this level, information system assigns the senior management to tackle and address technical issues and long-term trends, both within organizational capability to match the changing external environment. Some of the answers out related to what are the forecasted employment levels in the next 5 years, what are the prevailing and long-term industry cost trends, and where does the firm fit in? What are the probable demands in future, and what type of product are required in next 5 years? Second point, major types of system. uh, Major types of system जे हे parts वेगवेगळे पडतात त्या ठिकाणी ट्रान्झॅक्शन प्रोसेसिंग सिस्टीम नॉलेज मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टीम एक्सेट्रा. First, major types of there exist specific types of information system that correspond to each and every organization level. The organizations and executive support system at the study level, management information system and decision support system. At the management level, knowledge work system and office system at the knowledge level, and transactions process system at the operational level system at each level in turn are specialized to service each of the major functional areas. Thus, the typical system found in organizations are designed to exit workers or managers at each level and in the functions of sales and marketing, manufacturing, finance, accounting, and human resource. First one, major types of system, transaction processing system. Transactions processing system are the basic business system that functions at the operational or the lowest level of the organizations. A transaction process system is a computerized system that perform and records the daily outputting transactions that are essential for the business. The operational level of an organization also includes activities not directly associated with the actual production, but is virtual in keeping the company running smoothly. Transaction processing system basically record to the routine transactions that take place in everyday operation. TPS are major producer information for the other types of system and typical help with structural decision. TPS are used to monitor the status of internal operations and the organization's relations with external environment. Knowledge management system, second types. Knowledge management system serves the information needed at the knowledge of level organizations and help business meet the objections of new productions and service improve decisions making. Knowledge work system is in the knowledge workers. US office system primarily data workers. In general, knowledge workers are people who have the required knowledge of the subject. They hold formal university degrees. The workers belong to recorded professions such as engineers, doctors, lawyers, and etc. Okay, thank you very much. Next lecture ला आपण मेजर ऑफ टाइप्सचे जे काही सिस्टीमचे टाइप्स जे आहेत ते आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला पाहणार आहोत. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.